Welcome back, wise ones. Coming at you today with another short episode of the Boudicca's British Empire, the Iceni campaign. We are here on part 10. Crazy that we are already crushing through these episodes. We will go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and recruit the craftsman house up here now. And I don't know why I said recruit when I meant construct. I think that was the kind of the last thing we needed to do on this turn. I'm going to go ahead and flip through the provinces. You know, as we talked about in a couple episodes ago, and you guys were very responsive in the comments, these episodes are going to be shorter. And with that, though, I'm going to try to turn them over a little bit faster. So what we have going on right now is that we have an army down in Nemosos, who I'll probably move up to Babrak soon after we get this territory to calm down a little bit, to then launch an attack on the Sequani. Up here in the north, our army in the Medicina also can probably be relocated soon, given the fact that the Arvern, or the Nervi rather, are here. We just defeated the Nervi, but they got one little army here that I'm sure, sadly, is going to go ahead and get the benefit of the doubt of recruiting 1,000,000 mercenaries and attacking one of our settlements. So hopefully we're able to hold out, but that is what it is. Otherwise, we cannot forget that we have a nice army down here making its way to Rome, and I do have to remember to be careful because we're going to need some extra cav. And so that's why the spy is going to be really important to determine, and I don't know where my spy is, here they are, to determine which city we want to attack. Because again, when we were looking at Sicily and even the southern Italian peninsula, it looked like the Romans were more occupied maybe with their Gallic boys, or their Gallic enemies in the north. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. Not sure what the actual course of action is going to be there. And to tell you the truth, I'd love to have one of those armies in northern France. I'd love to have one of those armies in northern France be able to come down and deal with the Romans as well. Maybe have them, we're mulling over the option of having military access with our boys from Marseille so that we can maybe have a little bit of a pincer move down through Corsica and Sardinia. No, this is Sardinia. This is Corsica. That could be a very good option. Or we land in Sicily, distract them there, and then also still bring one of the armies down to capture these islands and move over to the mainland after that. The whole point of this series is to create a Mediterranean empire, and I think it'd be kind of fun for us to also, within that, be taking over a lot of the famous Mediterranean cities. But at the same time, I think, we're going to keep it a little bit more focused with that British Empire component, where we're going to take over, British Empire component coupled with the attack on the Romans. So we're going to take over the Italian peninsula and these territories in the Eastern Mediterranean, use them as a base to launch and take over the likes of Cyprus, the likes of Egypt, and then move over into the south of the Arabian Peninsula and finally end up in Pakistan. And I think that that'll be a nice little way for us to end this, or a nice little chart for us to end this series on. Trajectory, I should maybe say. All right, now I want to take a look. All right, the mineral springs. This is what I do want to be able to recruit this. Not recruit. I gotta stop getting them conflated. I want to be able to construct the mineral springs. So we're going to give them a second there. We're also, and as I said, look at that. They grabbed a bunch of mercenaries, but we're going to be able to ambush them. Look at that. Look at all those chickens. And by chickens, honestly, kind of a good little army there kind of a nice force with all the cav and stuff, but they are going to be easily vanquished. Can't let these guys get away either. So, time to finish them off. High chance. Let's go. Hopefully we don't lose chariots. Good, we didn't lose any chariots. And the Arverni are now destroyed. You'll love to see that. So again, going to get ourselves into Medicina for a couple turns. I think the Nervi are Celtic? No, they're Germanic. Okay, so so I'm going to make sure we want to build a temple here eventually to deal with our Germanic brethren, I believe. And in the comments below, if I'm wrong on the Nervi, let me know. We all okay. So this army from the medicine, it'll probably be one of the ones that we take down with us. Can we recruit? Okay, we have the whole slew of better, and I want to make sure we have the best units possible when we go up against Rome. So I am going to get rid of the sword band, and I am going to get rid of this Levy Freeman. The spear band can do the same thing that these guys were doing, but we're going to go ahead and snag a couple chosen swords and then a couple chosen spears actually, and have the spears protect our flanks. Probably need better cav eventually, but for now we'll just use the light ones. And again, I'm really tempted. I'm going to secure the military access later. I'm going to secure the military access when we get closer to that war with Rome. But man, are our boys from Marseille really forming themselves a formidable empire here. I hope they don't turn on us eventually because we will be SOL for sure. And so I'm going to go ahead. What can we recruit here? Heroic nobles? That wouldn't be bad. But we're going to upgrade the bronze forge there just so that we have better units in the garrison. And you're going to have ourselves continue our march. Good. Everything's good there. See if there's any extra buildings we maybe want to build. I know I want to make sure that we get... Cool. Next turn, the commons will be built, next turn the lore master hut will be built, and we'll be able to upgrade that to the bards building, so we can start getting druids in this area, which will be very fun to incorporate into our army. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a peek at Syracuse just to see if the Romans have any armies there or a legion there, and if they don't, I'll move ourselves back. Um, I really do want to take territory. I really do want to take some territory from the Sequani, but at the same time, I actually don't know if it's worth it for me to take this territory. They're about to pay me 3,000 gold. I'll take it, which helps further, which helps further free up maybe some armies for our push elsewhere. And we're going to definitely build this slave traders. The slave trader has some really good benefits for us, and let's also get this Bard's Grove going while we wait. Um, Yeah, man, I am interested to see. I don't think they've hit their Marian reforms yet. No, cool, so good. We'll be able to hit the Princip. We'll be able to get after them when they still have Histadi and Principes, which is good. I think that that's probably preferred in my mind rather than waiting for them to get some of the legionaries. But otherwise, we're making good progress here. Might have to raise, speaking of the family tree situation here, I might. We got great loyalty right now, which is awesome. I might need to raise another army down there by the Straits of Gibraltar just to make sure that public order is going all right. But I don't know if we have a female free just yet. We have a lot of kids coming up. And the thing is, like, a male would be fine too because we can get them married. Remember, a little thing that we're doing here is that they have to be female generals. And I guess actually I could have some of these guys get married off. Let's go ahead and get this young guy married. Just so that if it comes to it, I do have a female that we could use. But for right now, we are fine. I probably could secure some loyalties, which would save on some upkeep, but I kind of like where we're at, and I like where we're at with the balance of power politically as well. I don't want to mess that up just yet. Of course, later as we expand, everything's going to get complicated. But for right now, we're in quite a good spot. Now that I think about it, actually, I could. No, we need to make sure. I'm upgrading a lot of buildings, and I got to make sure that the food supply is okay. It might seem like it's doing well right now, but I am upgrading quite a few buildings that have impacts on food. Man, that frenzy. Let's see if if we get any other traits if I do anything here. I don't understand that. Why would I ever want someone to have worse morale? Oh, because they move further? Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. What's this do? Plus for growth in local province, unpopular public order, rally slaves while deployed. This isn't for parents' army, but man, that's pretty cool. That is. What the hell? Plus 15 public order while deployed? That is huge. That's really cool. We're going to go ahead and do that with the renown. Let's make sure that's kind of a fun lore as well, that war maiden is like super cool and super fresh. I guess I always could disband our girl up here, but no, we're not going to do that just yet. God, I can't get this can't get the mineral spring fast enough. Don't know why the province is so unhappy up here. Let's actually take a look at that. Buildings, okay, a lot of squalor from buildings. That sucks. Taxes aren't good. Events aren't good. Okay, that's because it's winter time. There might be we might get a rebellion here. I don't know if there's anything we necessarily even can do, but we'll see. We will see how that goes. Not the end of the world. We have a spy here. Let's go ahead and get our spy moving up into this neck of the woods to see where these Roman armies are. Now that we don't need them with the Arverni fighting off against the Arverni, could unlock some stables here to get some better units, which is to be able to get some veteran riders in this province, which is nice. Means I could replace these guys eventually, but I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't want to drum up any more public order issues. I might just have to bite the bullet and build that spring eventually, but for now, we're doing our thing. Okay, we're gonna end the turn. We're good. This is another one of those. I'm not another episode where I'm just trying to end some turns better. Stop just talking about. Stop talking about what's going on in my head and all that stuff. I will absolutely take a non-aggression pact with them. If they could be as close to allies as possible with these boys from Marseille, I would very much appreciate that. They are going to come in very handy as we look to secure our borders, because the Massaisali are not very happy with us. I'm sure they'll come try to attack us eventually, but for now, we are good. Yeah, we're going to go ahead. Let's see if there's anything I can do public order-wise. Okay, nothing's really changing on a turn-by-turn basis. We'll have to... I will have to raise an army there eventually. Let's see if I take this person over here, how this works. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll give them... we'll give... We'll give Gadira the general. Nemosos. Yeah, our spy is in here looking good. Let's take a look at what... Yeah, I want to find where these Roman armies are. Because that is... Oh, man. The Helvetii... I do not want to fight the Helvetii. They... Let's see if we can... They're at war with the Massilia and Rome. Interesting. We're not going to snag... I don't want to piss off... I'd rather piss off the Helvetii, I'll say that, than, of course, these big boys from Marseille at the moment. But we have some good relationships with that. Okay, so the Helvetii is where Rome is focusing a lot of attention. Who is Rome at war with? Yeah, okay. Like I said, they definitely are focusing their attention up north in this neck of the woods, I would assume, is where their armies are, which means that they are very vulnerable to us rolling through and doing our thing. Hopefully our war with them doesn't piss off hopefully the war with them doesn't piss off Massilia too bad, but we will absolutely be getting after it. Like I said over here, the Massaisali, we're trading with them luckily, but they are not happy with us. Let's see if there's anybody else here we could trade with. Who the Sequani at war with? The Boii? Let's see if they want to trade. Okay. Well, we're not trading with those guys in the bottom there, that's for sure. The Lusitani, little trade agreement. Nope. Okay. No, that's fine. That is fine. I love when they say that stuff. I love when they're like, we want honest, manly stuff. And it's like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Don't you know it's 2023? Just kidding. It's, what is this? 253 BC. So I guess they could very much have those ideals. Looks like public order is starting to stabilize in Nemosos, which is good. Okay, stabilizing all around there. Let's see if there's any buildings, maybe some farm buildings in the, yeah, up here that we could build that we don't mind giving some squalor. We don't mind giving some public order issues up here, and always good to build up the Isles. This is really our home base anyways, so we will do that. Tell you the truth, I should have upgraded one of those horse riders down there so that we could get some heroic noble, or heroic cav, or yeah, heroic noble cav. Why, Lusitani? This isn't good. They might actually be able to do some serious damage fast, and I need to be able to recruit an army down there ASAP. I guess it's fine to stay at war with some of these peoples. Who do they want to take? Maros? We're going to stop the adoption. Yeah, did we get the mineral? Okay, we haven't gotten the mineral piece just yet. But after that, the stone footing will allow us to get the mineral springs. It's okay that we're at war with. Like, I guess I'd be fine taking over Portugal. We will need to get military access with the boys from Marseille, which is fine. But for now, though, we do need to recruit up. I'm gonna go ahead and recruit up just a little bit of a force just to have, and in 2 turns we'll be able to get some chosens. But for right now, we're leaving it. Which faction rises? The Lugi. Okay, war declared. Rome. Okay, man, this is just gonna be a amazing opportunity for us as the Romans really get themselves tied up in the north to hit the to enter into the back of their empire, their undefended front, and really do some serious damage. And we have 16. We're at 16-minute mark, so let's go ahead and try to make sure that we are keeping this moving as fast as possible here. If I take this guy out, man, okay, I need to leave. Well, actually, you know what I'm going to do here? What is the force? If we force marched, okay. Sadly, I think I might have effed up the force. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. We're gonna do some quick swaps here. There we go. We'll have our we'll have Pekia start really getting really working on the public order here. Hopefully, we'll get something similar in a sec with Anasonia. But it looks like we're actually maybe even going to be able to bring 2 full-fledged armies down into the Romans, onto the Romans, while also taking Sicily from the sea, because all of these tribes up here are Celtic, and they're going to be, they're going to be favorable to us rather than, the Romans or anything like that. So we're going to continue to end turns here. Got to make sure that maybe next turn, because we're getting some good income, that I look back at the British Isles and build that better stable up there. The Lusitani, I don't necessarily need to build a huge army. I just want a competent army to defend some good swords. I mean, as we did see, these Iberian factions were very difficult to deal with. So don't want to take them lightly by any means. Yeah, do not want to take them lightly. Let's go ahead, grab a couple. I'm just going to continue to kind of go at that 2 a pace. Going to go at the 2 a pace with the slingers and the swords, and then hopefully get better units next turn or in a little bit. Just because we're gonna need the best soldiers possible. You know what I could do that I totally forgot I could do. Let's go ahead and recruit a diplomat down here. See if we can get, or not a diplomat, who is this? Dignitary. Better tax rates, wealth, chance of agents aversion, morale, growth in the local province. Man, I really want one that has public order benefits. So maybe I'll wait for next turn to see if they refresh. I don't know if that's how that works or not, but hopefully it is. Okay, let's move our spy into position. See if we could actually finally locate some of these. Yes, here we are. Locating some of these Roman armies, and a lot of Histati, some Tarentine cav, and some citizen cav. And what do we got here? An equite, or a general's bodyguard. Man, no garrison in Patavium. Patavium. I think I'm saying that right. Does Rome have control of, like, of some Iberian land or something? Oh man, the Insubres are actually. Oh man, we need to get on a move. We need to get a move on so that we can conquer Rome instead of them. I guess I'll whoever is in charge of Rome, we're gonna slap them. So if it's a fellow Celtic tribe or not, that's going to be our mission. So with that in mind, in the next couple of because I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn here. No big battles. We finally defeated the non-aggression pact from Carthage. They're at war with. Oh, I mean, it looks like they're kind of making a little bit of a. I'm not going to accept that non-aggression pact, but what was I trying to say here? Oh, I kind of almost completely forgot. I mean, this was an episode we defeated the Arverni, which is nice, and now we are in striking position of. Oh man, child died sad. Of some more Mediterranean assets for us. They have a nice little navy here, but let's go ahead and get it back. I think I want to strike Syracuse first. We'll take out their Lily Biom's gonna be pretty well defended, I have a feeling. Yep. I mean, I still think I like my army composition better than theirs. However, I want to make sure that we are also positioned. Is Babract in the same territory as Cinnabon? Yep, good. All right, let's get everybody in position here. Okay, we can't quite make it. But we will be rolling through down into the Roman lands from the north, or maybe we just go ahead and get military access with the boys from Marseille, take them via sea, and then one army, the army from Nemosos can go, and Iceni can go attack Corsica, and then we'll have Peccia go on land and maybe land in Rome. We don't have to attack Rome right away, but hopefully take up distract some of the forces there, while we also have an army rolling through the islands. I mean, I think we're in a pretty good shape here. We do need to be conscious of these silly gooses over here, but with the quality of forces we're about to be able to recruit, I am not necessarily too worried. I'm gonna go ahead, snag a couple chosen, snag a couple of chariots. No, we'll snag the chariots last. Actually, we'll keep going with the chosens. Then we'll grab probably some spears soon. How many units can we? Oh yeah, spears, and round it off with chariots, and we should be more than a match for the lightly armored Iberian boys there. Let's go back up to this neck of the woods, and Mineral Spring will be really helpful for us eventually. Let's go ahead and upgrade, make sure we're upgrading the town settlements. Don't want to drop any more squalor just yet. And where are the... Oh, we need to actually... Okay, for the heroic riders, we need a research cavalry tactics. Cool, we'll keep that in mind. We will keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and build some... what's better for the... What's better for the economy? Go ahead and build the clay pits. I'm going to end the turn here, and we will call it as we are right on the doorstep of Sicily. I am very excited there. So we were able to extinct the Arverni. We're on the doorstep to attacking Rome. You guys do not want to miss out on the next phase of this campaign. It is going to get hot and heavy very quick. A son came of age, which is perfect timing, so that we could get him some gravitas to then be able to spark up a relationship with a woman and therefore give us another general. But for right now, guys, we are going to end the turn here so that next time we start back up with the campaign, you'll be able to see us rocking and rolling. A couple of things we need. We need some military access, and then we need to march. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Greatly appreciate all the engagement. Let me know what you're Let me know what you're thinking about history-wise. You reading anything good, watching anything good, playing anything good. But most importantly, stay wise.